Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Offices Adda 24/7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar, and I am with you with the area of accounting and financial management for bankers. Audible, everyone? Please confirm if I'm clearly audible to you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Offices Adda 24/7. Okay, so the audio issue is there. There's no audio issue or visibility issue. So let's continue and talk about the module D. Acha, in the module D altogether, now we have a few things. So let's talk about the module D altogether. In the accounting and financial management for bankers, a new specific thing that has been added, that is a new portion of syllabus is added in the module D itself. So that means in the module D we have to take care of more of this area, because ultimately this is asked in the examination now. So when this is asked in the examination now more in terms of module D, then what can we do in this? Chaliye, let's talk about it. A few questions of the module D. Module D consists of income tax, goods and service tax, and costing. That means everything in this area is quite different from that of the other areas, है ना? So when we are looking forward to module D altogether, the first chapter in it is Income Tax Act 1961. So here comes the first question, everyone. It says deduction available under section 24A is dash of NAV. Now this is a specific question which relates to the area of Income Tax Act 1961. So let's talk about it. It is based upon, sorry, now this is as per Income Tax Act 1961, and if it is for Income Tax Act 1961, 24A section is for house property. Now this is dash of NAV. Now the point that arises 30%, 50%, 15%, or 70%. Deduction available under section 24A. 24A is 30%, 15%, or 70%. As such, deduction at 24A clearly states that that whatever your net annual value would be, out of the total net annual value, we would reduce 30% of it. Okay, we will reduce 30% of it flat, that is a rebate that they are providing in this area, and the remaining 70% is taxable. But in case 24A is for 30% rebate, while 24B is for interest on house property loan. Okay, that is 24B, interest on house property loan. Done? Moving on to the next question. The answer is 30%. So there are two deductions which are available under Income Tax Act 1961. Next point, loss from the house property can be carried forward and set off against the in subsequent 8 years if the return of losses filed in the within the due date, if the return of losses filed after due date, if the return of is not filed, or none of the above. Rule for every kind of losses: if you want to claim the loss, you will have to file your return in time. That is the rule for the Income Tax Act 1961, that you have to pay it in advance in any case. At least you should be in time. Otherwise, you won't be getting any kind of rebates there. So in this case, the correct answer is normally it is for. Acha, there's one point. There are two exceptional cases. एक तो depreciation as well as house property loss. No, this is wrong. It is available only if the return is filed, and that too within the due date. Set off is allowed, carried forward gets restricted. That would be A only. It's not C, it's A. House property, there is only one that can be allowed in any situation, grave situation, that is depreciation. Depreciation is the only thing, even if you're not filing the return in time, you have faced problems, XYZ issues are there. This is the only thing that would be allowed. Rest everything is subjected to the timely filing of the return. Okay? Next question. Rebate under section 87A is can be claimed by. 87A can be stated as section 87A of Income Tax Act 1961 states that if a particular person is earning less than 5 lakh rupees, then 12,500 or his taxable amount or his tax amount, whichever is higher, that would be allowed as a rebate. That means you don't have to pay that much amount of income tax. Now this is available only to a resident there, or a resident individual, or any person other than a non-resident. What's the correct answer, everyone? Correct answer here would be resident individual. Okay, the correct answer is resident individual. It is available only to someone who has lived in India or has been living in India for more than 180 days in a year. Okay, now that's the rule there. Basic rule is 182 days that a particular person has to stay in India. Next question. At the economic order quantity level, the following is true. The ordering cost is minimum, the carrying cost is minimum, the ordering cost is equal to the carrying cost, or the purchase price is minimum. At the economic ordering quantity, matlab that particular level of order where our costs are all balanced out. All the costs are minimized, right? So in this case, the correct answer would be your ordering cost will be equal to carrying cost. That is EOQ, or economic ordering level as well. Economic order quantity. So that can be 2 into your annual demand divided by multiplied by ordering cost divided by I. This is your inventory carrying cost. So that's the formula. This is the formula for EOQ. This will give you the number of units at one point of time that you should buy. That will give you the minimum storage cost and the maximum benefit. Done? Here comes the next question, everyone. Which of the following best describes the fixed cost? Fixed cost is that specific cost that I can say that it is the cost which remains the same at every level at a given point of time. Overall, now it is said that fixed cost remains the same. No, it's not that. Over the period of time, the fixed cost changes because the point is you don't have the same rent. The rent changes from one to another over the period of time. The rent can increase over the period of time. Increment can be there in terms of rent. So basically now, at one point of time, if you look at it, the particular cost will remain the same for a given period there. The amount remains the same. It's not regarding the capacity, because if I have to work in this area alone, even then I have to pay the rent. If it is for everybody else, even then we have to pay the rent. That means this amount of expense has to be borne by us in any case. Right? Go ahead and look at the answer. It may change the total where the change is unrelated to the changes in the production. It may change in total where such change is related to the changes in the production. It is constant per unit of change in production. It may change in total where such change depends on production within the relevant range. What's the correct answer, everyone? What's the correct answer? Okay. Now let's look at the answer. It may describe the fixed cost. Fixed cost can be related to the, it may change in total where the change is unrelated to the changes in production. Sometimes the changes are not related to the production. Production varies because of variable cost. Okay? Production will have an impact on the variable cost. The variable cost will production, but the fixed cost remains the same. If you rent a particular factory and you pay rupees 10,000 per month, so technically in a particular month, even if the organization doesn't work or it works a lot, then even you have to pay the same amount. Okay, the production level is changing, that is why the charges as per the cost would be as per the production level as well, है ना? That means if I am producing more, then I am definitely need more money in the organization, right? So that is what they state. So if we talk about the related changes, these are those changes which would be affected by the production level. While if I take a particular place on rent, I make 10,000 units in a day, 20,000, 40,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 2 billion even. How does it matter? I have taken this building on rent, so I'll be paying the rent itself. Now, it won't be changing because of the all other things, right? So that can be the point. In case the particular person feels that there's some inflation going on, it's time to increase the rent, that can be done. Okay, that is a different scenario. But variable costs are the costs which vary because of our consumptions. Done? Next question. The basic difference between a fixed budget and a flexible budget is that in case of a fixed budget is concerned with a single level of activity, while flexible budget is prepared for different levels of activity, is concerned with the fixed cost, while the flexible budget is concerned with variable cost. The in is fixed while flexible budget changes or none of the above. बताइए, what can be the answer, everyone? The basic rule of fixed budget is the particular level of the particular output is already fixed. Under the area of fixed budget, we will decide that it is for 10,000, so we'll just prepare for 10,000 units altogether. There is no other fight. While in terms of flexible budget, we will prepare for 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. So we'll bring up a series of all these things. So technically, this is the difference between flexible budget and a fixed budget. Okay, the fixed budget remains the same while flexible keeps on bending himself, and then they have variable unit outputs. That means for 10,000, for 9,000, for 8,000, for 12,000, they will prepare all that chart, and then you can actually find out what is more suitable for you, right? Then everyone, so in this case, what would be the correct answer? Is concerned, and I think they'll go for this. Fixed budget will go for single level of activity, while flexible goes for different levels of activity. The correct answer is A, everyone. Next question, everyone. Which of the following items is not excluded while preparing a cost sheet? Goodwill, provision for taxation, or property tax on factory building, or transfer to reserves? In terms of accounting, goodwill is already an accounting based expense because you are writing off a few things from your books of accounts. So I think that is something we are sparing in any case. Provision for taxation is a tax that we create every year, then we pay tax and it's over. Until unless the particular organization is involved in too much of smuggling and all now, then they ultimately people will show their whatever their amount is, and they're ready to pay the taxes if they get caught there. You know? So that is the point. Then in terms of these things, when we talk about it, goodwill is goodwill as well as provision for taxation. Both of these are more or less not something that we can say that we will have to discuss more about these reserves. Then I think we can keep them out. Now the point is property on salary, factory building as well as transfer reserves. Now transfer reserves is my money that I'm keeping separately. Now that is something we should leave aside again, and the property tax on the factory building should be considered in terms of the area there. But then if we talk about what is not excluded, the point is we will include the property tax on the factory building because this is for the cost of the building that is being used there. Done. Done, everyone? So let's move on and move on to the next question. Now this is question related to the PV ratio. PV ratio will be increased if there's a decrease in fixed cost, increase in fixed cost, decrease in selling price, or decrease in variable cost. See, if I want to increase the PV, now I want more of contrary, because PV ratio is contrary upon sales. So what would be the correct answer, everyone? See, the point is, if we want to increase the contribution only, then we can have a higher number. Now that means we have to look forward to all sales minus variable cost. So in this case, what do we have? We have got, see, when you are comparing your clothing, there's some particular dress which would be carrying for 16 kgs, while the second one would be for 20 kgs. Okay, so if it is that the case, then the cost has to be determined, and then we'll be paying off the, when then that is how the organization will make profit or loss. In this case, if they will reduce their variable cost, not their overall cost, but they're just removing the portion which is variable in nature. Now that is where the entire thing looks forward to, है ना? That means we just have to increase our contribution, so ultimately your amount will also increase. So that is sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution. So in this case, the correct answer would be reduce the variable cost. Okay, I think this is where I'll end my session today. We have done a good amount of things, and it is very cold, hot weather at this point of time. So I hope you are using your time inside your house in terms of your studies there. And in case of any queries, then you can definitely mail me about the same as well. Till then, let's move on. Let's look at our website to know further. So let's move on and talk about it. You have to go to our website, that is www.adda247.com. Come on this website, there you will find the JIB and CIB. Currently we're talking about the JIB, so there is JIB and CIB Kamaha pack. At this point of time, double validity, 81% off is going on. What next do you want? At this point of time, 1 year validity is converted into 2 year validity, 1100 hours of classes, 303 test series, 1457 videos, as well as ebooks, that is up to 436. That means one specific one stop shop, and then you'll be done with both of your JIB as well as CIB. So if you're looking forward to it, then don't forget, we can use the code now. Look at this, everyone. If we talk about this particular batch itself, JIB, CIB, then there we have live classes, admission calls, we have master revision classes, then highly experienced faculties are there, then detailed experiments are done, then the focus is on the area of machine of the focus is on the area of the preparation in the proper manner. We are providing you the best foot forward to it. So full length mocks are also available at the time, and this gives you proper knowledge as well. All you need to do is you need to click on this area, use the code PREP80, PREP80, and you will get the discount, that is early bird discount, which has just started. So look forward to your working there, and let me know if it doesn't work out, right? So this is currently of 9089, that covers both your JIB as well as CIB. Plus this is not only helpful in these two areas, it is also helpful in terms of your overall career graph as well. If you prepare for these examinations, then ultimately you get a better opportunity in terms of your promotions, and basic knowledge even gets better. So if you're looking forward to it, then kindly hurry up and check it out. The coupons are available at the same time. It is for a limited period of time, so kindly get up and start doing your work. You can use the code the PREP80 there, and you will get up to discount of 36,000 there, and then this is where you have to pay only 9089 rupees. So go ahead and check it out on our website or in our app for further details. Thank you.